Hi there, I am Ann Moses. If you're seeing me for the first time, I've been around in this community, I've been around for a while. Fine, I'm going to talk about relationship. You see, most of us these days, we walk into relationship feeling our parents are not important because sometimes we see our parents' advice like they don't want us to date this person, they don't want us to date a non-type, they don't want us to date, they don't just want us to have a date. No, the best thing that has ever happened to a parent is to see his or her child having a relationship, a good and a decent relationship. That is what happens. Our parents are always happy and even supportive when it's something that is decent. It's something that has to do with your life. They gave birth to you, so their interest is to see that you are better than them. That's what comes to their mind. So sometimes when they give us advice, most of us, we feel their advices are not important. We feel that they don't give us the right advice, or they don't give us the right advice, or they try to stop us from what we want. They try to deprive us of what we think is right for us. No parent will sit out there and wanting to deprive his or her child from what is right or what the child will enjoy at later end. Their advice is always important. My topic for today precisely, I said, love your relationship and cherish your family. Yes, loving your relationship, your new relationship, or the one you are at present, or the one you intend to walk into. Cherish your relationship, love your relationship, and then don't forget to cherish your family, because they matter a lot. Like I said, our parents, the best thing that has ever happened to them is to see that we get it well, we get it right. There are things that our parents did not get it right in the first place. In their days, they don't have the opportunity of having a phone, having gadgets, have this internet and all that we all have today. The opportunities we have, and our parents feels, okay, fine, in as much as we have these informations, we read about relationship, dating, marriage and all that. But there are more broken marriages today compared to their time. That's the truth. You have marriages falling today, and that has to do with people never started the dating part of that relationship. They didn't start it well. Even the friendship, they didn't start it well. Coming to the relationship of a thing, they never started it well, or they didn't do it well, and they walk into marriages and they begin to have problems. And you see marriages falling and all that, people asking for divorce and all that. So our parents today, like I said, their joy is to help us have it well. They pray for us, they care for us, they cherish us, they love us. So just know that no parent will sit out there, like I said, and then sitting and wanting your relationship to go far. No, I have tips that can help you, tips that you should be able to use, you should be able to carry along as you go in your relationship. Number one, I say take your parents' advice. You need your parents' advice. You don't need to keep them too far from you. Sometimes, like I said, we feel our parents, oh, this advice, he gave it to me that last relationship and it never worked. This advice was given to me, okay, fine. He told me not to marry this tribe. He told me, my mom told me that this tribe, they don't take care of women. This tribe, they don't do this. Oh, this guy is not good enough. This guy doesn't look responsible. So, and this is what we want, because maybe he dresses well, he looks cool, he wears the newest designers in town. And that's exactly what you and I want. So that is what we want. We no longer want to hear from our parents. It shouldn't be that way. You should be able to take your parents' advice and listen to them, because they pray for you. Listen to them, use it. It might help you, or it will help you. Definitely, it will help you. My point number two, show that you have them and you love them. Tell your partner you have your parents. Most of us today, we walk into relationship, we don't even talk about our parents. Your parents might be staying in the same town with you. You don't want to tell your partner about your parents. Even when some of these guys ask, they want to know about your parents. You should be proud about having your parents. Most of us, okay, fine. Way back in school, I have a girl that we stay in the same hostel, and there was this time her dad came to the school, and she introduced her dad as a distant uncle that was just passing by to the nearby town, and he just stopped by to say hello to her. You can imagine that that's her biological father. The man came with, foodstuffs and all that, being happy. Like from the village, he came to town to see his daughter. That's very precisely. I was in school in the uni, and he happened to come. He walked into the campus from the security post, mentioned her name. They brought her to the hostel, to the entrance, and then they came calling this girl, and she said, I don't know him. Okay, she looked, and that this guy, he called your name. He mentioned everything about you. So how come you don't know him? So she now peeped through the window and said, oh, that's my distant uncle, and okay, fine, he's passing, he's just going to the nearest town, and he decides to stop by and see me. So when she walked up to the man, and the man just run and like, oh, this is my daughter, she's my first blood, you know. It's so embarrassing. So she was actually shy, not telling people about, okay, this is my father, because she feels he's old, you know, not good looking. No, you must be proud of your parents. They are proud of you, so also you should be proud. You should be more proud of your parents because they sent her to the school. So she being exposed, she should be more excited about her parents, because then she being in the village and even having to come down to town to see her. She should be more excited. Tell people about what they do. If they don't have today, you don't need to lie about life because you want that relationship to work. No, you have to tell this guy, this is what they do, this is what they have, this is what they don't have. So you don't have to lie about it, because if you lie about it, if it's not going to work, girlfriend, it's not going to work if it's not going to work. But if it's going to work, when you say the truth, this guy knows you, this is what you're worth, this is what you have, this is what you don't have. And he will love and cherish you that way, and you enjoy that relationship. The next point is they want the best for you. I mentioned it earlier in my intro. They want the best for you. Please do not bring them down. Do not ignore their advice. Do not ignore their place. Give them their place as your parents. You must do everything with your parents. You must talk to them. I'm not saying you must talk to them. You do some things. You must tell them maybe your partner needs some money for assistance to borrow. He's going to give you, especially when you know he's responsible and he's out there to make everything work for both of you. Sometimes when you tell your parents, yes, I'm spending this, I'm doing this, you need to be supportive. They are scared because most times ladies have done this, they didn't get it well, so they will tell you not to do it. But if you know it's going to work for you, it is not everything like that. Okay, fine, you're supportive, you want to contribute. That does not stop you. You still have to give them their place, all right? My point number 4, I said, see yourself that you are just the best thing that has happened in that relationship and your family. That relationship is between you. You are between that relationship and your family. So you're bringing this person, it should be joy to your family, it should be joy to the other family. So see that you do it well, so that the other family can respect your family will have regards for the other family. My last point, I say appreciate your parents. Appreciate your parents in the sense that if you have little thing, do not waste it on the girl, do not waste it on the man. I'm not saying you should not have time to share with each other, share each other's needs, and when you are in need, you should be able to, when your partner is in need, you should be able to share with your partner, but do not forget your parents, because they trained you, they saw you through life to the point where you are. So you don't need to forget them. You need to appreciate them. You need to love them. You need to see them through. If you're capable, you need to see them through life, the point where they are. You need to be helpful. You need to assist them. Don't forget to like and share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then your comments are welcome.